On this episode of Science with Shields, we are making ghost and pumpkin explosions. Hey everyone, it is meteorologist Christy Shields, and you definitely want a parent or guardian to help you with this experiment and also your safety goggles. So the first thing you're going to need is some plastic bags for this experiment, also a permanent marker. You'll need yellow and red food coloring, some cornstarch, dish soap, as well as toilet paper, vinegar, and also baking soda. So the first thing we're going to do here is on one of our bags, we're going to make a ghost face. I'm going to make that face here for you guys. Got an eye and another eye and a big scary mouth. So we made one plastic bag a ghost, and the next one we're going to make into a pumpkin. So I'm going to make the triangle eyes and the carved out mouth. Okay, so there's your pumpkin, there's your ghost. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to fill each bag up about a third of the way with our vinegar. So I'm going to open the vinegar here. And like I said, you're going to fill it up about a third of the way. So here. It's about a third of the way. And we're also going to add a few teaspoons, about 2, of the cornstarch into our bag, as well as some dish soap to the ghost. And then we're going to seal our bag up, and we're going to mix this all together. So we've got our ghost here. Okay, so we got our one bag together, the ghost. Again, you want to seal that up. And the next thing we're going to do the same thing with the pumpkin, except we're going to add the yellow and orange here to make our pumpkin, the yellow and red to make our pumpkin orange. So I'm going to fill this up with vinegar. I spilled a little bit of it, but that's okay. About a third of the way. All right. And maybe we should clean up that vinegar for a second. So we're going to hold the bag there, get some paper towels to clean up the vinegar spill. And you know, science isn't always clean. It can get messy. We do want to add some yellow and red food coloring to make our pumpkin orange. Okay. We add a few teaspoons of the cornstarch to this bag. And also we're going to add some of that dish soap as well. We're going to seal this one off, and we're going to mix this one together as well. And you can see here now we've got our pumpkin ready to explode. All right, so since we have our bags ready to go, we've got our ghost and our pumpkin. The next thing we want to do is we want to take toilet paper, and we're going to fill this up with some baking soda. So I'm going to stick the baking soda into the middle of the toilet paper. And then we are going, this may be a little bit too much, so I'm going to take some of that out. And then we're going to crumple this into a ball, And the next thing we want to do is, once we have our balls of baking soda and toilet paper crumpled up, you can see here, right here, we're going to stick these into our bags, but we want to do this outside. So let's get ready and get going outside. All right, we're outside, and this is where the explosion's going to happen. What happens in this experiment is that classic thing. You've got your vinegar in the explosion bag. That is an acid. And we've got a base here with the baking soda in our toilet paper. And when you mix those together, that's when the explosion happens. It's really fun for this time of the year and around Halloween. So let's stick this into our pumpkin bag. Stick that in and let the explosion happen. And you can see that bag ready to explode. The pumpkin went the other way, oozing out because of that baking soda and vinegar reacting together. Check it out. It's slowly starting to creep up into the bag. And with the dish soap that we added, it continues to add even more phase to the experiment. And we're starting to see it here. It's about ready to go. It's filling up. You've got that carbon dioxide filling in together because we have that chemical reaction of the vinegar and the baking soda, and it is now oozing out of the bag, making our pumpkin explode. And let's do it one more time, and we're going to do it with the ghost over here. So I am going to grab our last baking soda and again vinegar, and we're going to do this with the ghost. So I'm going to stick the baking soda in, and look, the pumpkin is still going. Stick this in, seal it up, mix it up really good, and we can watch the ghost explode. Again, that's that reaction of baking soda and vinegar together. It's a chemical reaction, and because one's a base and one's an acid, it creates carbon dioxide. It fills up the bag, and eventually that bag will pop open because we have so much carbon dioxide in it. I'm gonna flip it over in case it falls over there the opposite way, and then we start to get those bubbles because we added the dish soap foaming out of the bag, creating that chemical reaction. So you can try this out around Halloween time. It's a fun experiment to do, and you can check out other science experiments if you head over to wearecentralpa.com and click on the Science with Shields tab.